the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
37-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from there, stopping him.
Second and 14, Newton. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And have it at the 36-yard line. How difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going
in the NFL for a reason? We just saw one example right there. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyrod Taylor scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns 0.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
For the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down at the 43-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And goal to go.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. To throw again. Newton. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First down 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Taylor. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Taylor will throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Taylor, he's going to keep it on the option. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor. And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Returning it, John Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. O'Shane Zimenez gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Newton looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven 1st.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Browns 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. J.J. Watt In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Browns 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now here's Ross. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
41-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Browns 13.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Taylor. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Browns 13. Jason Myers set.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now Ross to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing. Take it to the crib, baby. Let's go. Take it to the house.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off play action. Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
It's 4th down.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Balaj trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Balaj, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Browns 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Love. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got his target, Samuel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
Gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st down.
No way, you're kidding me!
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the run, Newton going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 1st down, Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And that will be the game.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.